basin to wash the beets in, and an empty bucket ready for all the offcuts from the beetroot. Take the beetroot, take off all the poor bits of and then grab hold of it, and that's one done. Two done. And three, and carry on like that. Once you have got all the leaves off, give them a wash. Probably need to wash them a couple of times just to make sure that get it so that the water's quite clean once you're finished washing. Once the water is reasonably clean, when you're washing them, tip out the water and then sort your beetroot into sizes. What we want to do now is wrap them in aluminium foil. Not easy to do one-handed when you're holding a camera in the other hand. But anyway, there we go. And carry on and wrap them all like that. When all nice and wrapped up, we move from the dirty part of the kitchen into the clean part of the kitchen. But as you can see, we're at 220 degrees on a fan oven, and there you can see 220 degrees. Okay, and we'll put the first lot of the large beetroot into the oven, and they'll be in for 20 minutes to half an hour, and then we'll put the second lot in. Whilst we're waiting on the oven, what we want is Sarson's pickling vinegar, we want jars, we want a measuring jug, we want salt, and you can also, if you wish, add pickling spices. So what we've got now is we've half filled all the jars with the neat pickling vinegar, and we've got a pint jug of water and 2 spoonfuls of salt. Mix it well in, and after 20 minutes that's the second lot gone in the oven. So leave that lot on now. The oven's been on for an hour and 20 minutes for the big ones, and the smaller ones have been in for an hour. Turn the oven off and just let the whole thing cool down, because you'll never be able to touch them at the heat that they're at. Once the oven is cooled, get your bucket again, a knife, and unwrap them. Okay. And cut off the tops and tails. And then peel them. Like so. So there we are, there's all the beets peeled, and all we've got to do now is slice them. So onto a slicing board. Difficult to do this one-handed. there, there. Oh. With the beet sliced up, bring it over to the jar and put it into the jar. Oh, jar's not quite filled with the next one sliced. A wee bit more. And there we are. Then the last thing to do is to top up the jars with the water and salt mixture and just make sure that all the beetroots are fully covered with liquid. Right. Put on the lids, and the last thing to do is give the jars a wipe before putting labels on. There we are.